groovy people, welcome to the channel. This is the self-proclaimed Blue Dragon, and the time draws nigh for issue 2 of the Comic Fury Zine. This week, I'm working on coloring a couple of fan art pieces for contributors to the zine. Both of their comics, Dear Me and Witches of the Evening, will be linked down in the description below. Both comics I read and thoroughly enjoy, and I highly recommend them to you guys too. But remember, they're not safe for work. My own comic, and by extension these videos, are for an adult audience, so I don't have a problem sharing not safe for work comics with my viewers, but I do like to give a warning because I understand that even adults don't always like to read not safe for work comics. So there's my disclaimer. Links for all that stuff down in the description. I don't know why I'm singing. I don't know what's wrong with me, you guys. Honest to God. Yeah, so it's that time again, and we're gearing up to release issue 2 of the Comic Fury Zine, which features a winter holiday theme. For those of you who are new or just out of the loop when it comes to my channel, I'm out of the loop with everything, you guys. But let's Word of Wednesday wrestle y'all in and fill you in on what's going on, what the hell is the Comic Fury Zine. I have done a few other videos on this topic, and I'll have a playlist linked in the iCard in the upper right-hand corner if you would like to check those out. But the zine is something a small group of my fellow comic Furians and I started putting together as a way to help promote indie comics. Discussions for this actually started in 2019, but things didn't really get rolling until this year, 2020. The whole point is to promote indie comics of the Comic Fury community specifically. It's a fun zine that combines and displays the great variety of creators on the platform, and we hope it will give the comics a boost in readership. That's the goal. Now, obviously, of course, we're still new, so we're trying to get the word out, and the comic zine itself is still trying to grow our audience to make that promotion possible. So we could definitely use your help in promoting and building the hype. Down in the description, I will have links to the first issue, Volume 1, Issue 1 of the Comic Fury Zine. And of course, here on the channel, once the zine is released, Issue 2, I will be doing a little mini tour of it. I'm thinking when I have a bit of time that we may work on our own landing page on Comic Fury, and I may take some ads out on the Comic Ad Network. They are awesome, by the way, and they give comics and online games a place to kind of earn and place ads, earn money with ads, and a place to place ads to put on other people's comics and websites and pages. So if you're familiar with Project Wonderful, then think of them as kind of the inheritors of the crown when, unfortunately, Project Wonderful had to close up shop. So they've kind of taken the place of that for creators like myself. Links for Comic Ad Network is down in the description, by the way, and this is not sponsored. I use it myself, so of course I'm going to promote it. I benefit from it, but so do other indie comic artists, so that's why I'm bringing it up here. But back to the topic at hand. I have lots of ideas for where to go moving forward with the zine, so hopefully early 2021 we will get the Comic Fury page. The page itself was created by one of our former members. He got it all up and running for us, but the creator of Dear Me, whose picture I am working on the fan art of in the background, one of them, she actually did a lot of work on both the front end and the back end with the zine, and she started getting things organized before she decided to step down from the zine. I just wanted to kind of give her some props for all the work that she put into the zine. She was here for 2 zines, and I certainly appreciate all that she put into that. So thank you very much, Snarkclaw. Go check out her comic, you guys. Once 2020 rolls around, I'm thinking of having an actual page to present so that we can start advertising on Comic Ad Network. I've got some money that I've been earning from my own comic, Dark Horse, free links, all down in the description. So I might put some of the money that I earned towards placing a couple ads here and there for that, as well as my own comics, so. The zine itself is getting a tiny facelift from last time, and the splash page this time around is going to be a collaborative piece between the members of the Comic Fury community who submitted characters and Mega Master, whom I have mentioned on my channel before. You can go check out his channel also. I will have links in the description. Last time I did the splash page background, but this time we're going to be working on that collaboratively, so that's pretty groovy. I'm very excited for the release, which is proposed to be in early to mid-December. I think it's shaping up to be a pretty cool, no pun intended for the winter theme, but a pretty cool zine, and definitely going to do a mini tour, as I said earlier in the video, just as I did with issue 1, so that you can get kind of a sneak peek and hopefully go check it out, because we don't charge for this zine. We want to get it out to you. We want it to be free, so there's no charge. I don't know why the hell I keep singing. I'm awful at singing anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit sappy here for a moment. You know, normally I try to keep things lighthearted, but this has been a very trying year for everyone, and I know, for real, there are a lot of people out there who have it way worse than myself. That doesn't mean that things haven't been, you know, stressful just all around, just existing in this time period. But something that has been helping me keep sane through all of this, besides writing friends and texting and talking on the phone with my family and friends, but one of the things that's been helping me is working and dedicating myself to projects like this. You know, feeling a connection with the community, and in spite of the isolation that we are all feeling right now, I'm sure. Working to inspire and promote others along with myself. It would be a lie if I said I wasn't also trying to promote my own comic. I mean, I'm gonna be real here, y'all. But yeah, keeping at it and taking on crossovers and doing fan art and having work to look forward to creating. I think that for me personally, while this is a very heavy workload and can be stressful in and of itself, working on stuff like this has helped to keep me grounded, and in part has helped kind of give me purpose. And I'm hoping that some of this is, well, not some of this, I'm hoping this is fun for some of the people in the Comic Fury community. Because while of course we need to stay abreast of current events, you can't pull into your shell completely. You really should be aware of what's going on in reality. But people also really must have release and escape from the anxieties of what's happening all around us. And, you know, working on zines, working on other side projects that I've been kind of tackling this year or setting up for myself. And talking with other people, reading comics, and just enjoying, you know, the creativity of others, seeing their passion, and looking at, you know, comics that have been around for a while and seeing their start and seeing where they are now, just watching that growth and that progression. To me, I feel like it's a healthy way to express oneself, is putting themselves into projects. Now, obviously not draining yourself completely. That is a bad idea. Taking on too many projects and draining yourself, which I am wont to do quite often. I always bite off more than I can chew. But I think that if you can find a couple projects to work on, then that can really help you take a minute to get away from reality, or just reading comics, you know. Get away from reality for a little bit, alleviate some of the stress that, you know, we're feeling. Of course, I'm not going to pretend that this zine does that. I'm not that arrogant, y'all. I mean, I'm arrogant. I'm not that arrogant. But if people, you know, take a few minutes out of their life to read it and enjoy it and pass it along, and then hopefully go on to check out some of the comics that are sampled in the zine, then I hope that some good will come of it, personally. But yeah, like I said, I was gonna get a little bit sappy. I'm sorry for that, you guys. I just kind of stream of conscious these outlines, you know, my scripts, and then I just kind of babble, and I'm sure, like I've said in other videos, I'm sure it's boring to some, but I hope for others it's enjoyable and gives you something to listen to while you're working or doing other things. But yeah, let's see. Question of the week: what do you do to escape or unwind? Share that down in the description below and help spread the love of some of the things you enjoy, which might, you know, inspire others to have a little bit of release from stress and anxiety that's been building up. I think it's time to close. Peace and love. fare you well, and keep on trucking. You know, we care about each other. The fuck? Oh, it's okay. It's okay.